guys, bringing you another, well, not even another, bringing you guys a game review. Another video, but it's a game review for, obviously, as you can see, Battlefield 4. Throughout this video, we're gonna talk about all the different aspects of the game, such as multiplayer, the weapons that are used, the kits, the items, the bonus items, and single player, the servers, and the Battlefield 4 community. Okay, first off, let's start with multiplayer. In Battlefield 4 multiplayer, you have multiple game modes such as Conquest, Team Deathmatch, Domination, Capture the Flag, Squad Team Deathmatch, Air Superiority, and Defuse. That's not all of them, that's just to give you an idea of what game modes are available. Now, Conquest is related, kind of the same, to Domination from Battlefield and also Call of Duty. It's set up with three flags that you must capture. Not even 3 flags, sometimes there's 4 or 5, but there's flags that you have to capture. They go alphabetically: Alpha A, Bravo B, Charlie C, Delta D, Echo E, and the map was big enough for an F, there'd be Foxtrot. And it's set up as a whole map, not smaller maps like Team Deathmatch is, which is what I'm playing in this video, where, as you can tell, it's just centered around the building. You have the whole entire map to use. Now, since maps in Battlefield are so large, you get to use vehicles such as helicopters, jets, dirt bikes, jeeps, anti-aircraft vehicles, all of a bunch. And so, it creates for a very diverse gameplay compared to other FPSs, because in Call of Duty you don't get any vehicles to use. You get a few vehicles, like a helicopter with kill streaks, but that's it. You don't get any to drive any vehicles. But in Battlefield they also have no kill streaks because you get to drive the vehicles and do what you want with them. And then in Team Deathmatch, as I've mentioned before, it's just centered around one small area on a certain map. They take one part out of the map and just set it around here, such as on this map, it's centered around the building. And if you were to play on Siege in Shanghai, it'd be focused around that huge skyscraper that can be blown up and then it crumbles down, and it's just a bunch of rubble. And then if you were to play on the one that takes place in the snow on the mountain, it'd be focused around that small little area inside the mountain and a little bit along the outside. Now, there are 4 kits, as you probably know, for Battlefield. There's Assault, Support, Engineer, and Recon. Now, what differs between Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 widely are some of the stuff in the kit, such as in Battlefield 3, Support or Engineer would get the C4. I can't really remember which one. But now in Battlefield 4, it's the Recon class, which is also known as the Sniper class. I don't know why they would do that. It seems weird because snipers usually tend to stay back and not go rushing in, because you're using a sniper compared to an assault rifle or an SMG, carbine, shotgun, whatever. And you're starting off, snipers aren't really that great. It takes two, and if you're lucky to get a headshot, 1 hit to kill. It has to be a headshot. So, you'd have to, before you could do anything good with it, you'd have to level up your recon and your snipers. Now you have the Assault kit, which hasn't really changed since Battlefield 3, which is also known as the Medic kit. You are the medic, and you get to choose between the defibrillators, a medic bag, or an M26 shotgun, which can be like an M26 mass, M26 frag, which is a shotgun shell with bits of frag in there, so it packs a more powerful punch. And then with reviving, you just pull out the defibrillators, walk over to the person, and if you're on PS3 or PS4, you would press R2 and you would revive them. And as you can see with Battlefield 4 multiplayer, you get to choose where you spawn. Except I was thinking Team Deathmatch, where it's a random spawn, but since the area is so small, it doesn't matter. But if you're playing on game mode where it requires big maps such as Conquest, it really wouldn't matter because you don't want to run 400, 300 meters every time you die. So you would be able to spawn on vehicles or spawn on squad mates. And now the guns that are available per each kit, I'm not going to get rid of. I'll just tell you that there are with the assault kit, you get assault rifles, carbines, and shotguns. For support, you get LMGs, SMGs, carbines, and shotguns. For engineer, or support or engineer, whatever the thing is, engineer, you get LMGs, carbines, and shotguns. And then with the recon sniper class, can you guess? Snipers, carbines, and shotguns. Best class I feel though to start off with, if you're going to be rushing around the map, would be to use the assault kit. So, you know, you get an assault rifle, has decent damage and good range, good to use. Like, you start off with the AK-12, not a bad assault rifle. I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as you can see I'm using the SCAR, which I really like to use, especially since I played single player, and that was always my primary with a sniper as my secondary. It's good range, especially with the holographic sight on it. Sure, I have it for my assault rifles with a sight of some sorts, because I do not care for the iron sights in the game. And then you can choose between different sights. You can get close range or medium range, or if it's sniper, long range as well. You can choose between different attachments like laser sight, flashlight, laser, and flashlight, tri-laser, bipod. You can choose between different suppressors, and they added from Battlefield 4, which wasn't in Battlefield 3, was gun camo. And you get choose for secondaries. It's always different as a pistol, but you have such a huge selection, it doesn't really matter. And then now let's go into single player. The campaigns of Battlefield have always been just a couple missions, but they're really long. Unlike Call of Duty, where it is a bunch of short missions, but there's a lot of missions to do. Which is why it just seems as though Battlefield 4 takes longer when actually it's just fewer missions. I found that Battlefield 4 always takes as long as COD because there's so many to do in COD and there's all those cutscenes, but that's just me. In single player, they added ammo crate, gun weapon crates, whatever they are referred to as, where during the game you run out of ammo or you want to change your gun depending on which part of the mission you're on, then you can walk over to one of those and change your primary or your secondary. I never use that except for when I change the beginning, because I always like to run around with the SCAR and the 50 cal sniper rifle as my secondary to get those long range kills. And then with Battlefield 4, they added this thing that I guess came from Call of Duty. I guess you can arguably say that it took it from Call of Duty, where you can have different endings. But, it is what it is. People steal games. Call of Duty is still a bunch from Battlefield, but it is what it is. Where you can have 3 different possible endings, but nothing from the beginning really influences it. It's all just about that last mission, where you have to make the decision. That's it. I've done all 3, so I know what they are. I'm not going to spoil them for anyone who hasn't played them yet, but if you haven't already, you might want to try those out. It's a trophy or achievement depending on what console you're on, or you're on PC. And now let's get into the community. The Battlefield 4 community is a lot different than the Call of Duty community. In Call of Duty, if you stay in one spot for 10-15 seconds, you are called what they refer to as a camper. Even though it's not, if you're in there for a whole entire game, yeah, I can see that because you're just sitting in one spot. But in Battlefield, no one sits in one spot for a single entire game and get no kills, because everyone just either will kill you or they just avoid that area. Battlefield 4, you're there for 10-15 seconds, just playing strategic, trying to regain your health, reloading, trying to, figure out what's going on. If you just got a multi-kill, you're trying to calm down, be like, oh, okay, I got this. If you died a lot, you're trying to at least pick up one kill. You just gotta keep moving around. You got to do that in Call of Duty too, but Call of Duty maps are so small, so fast-paced, that's even harder. Now with the Battlefield 4 servers, there's been a lot of problems reported. Then people that can't join, just to even get into this game for this gameplay, I couldn't join TDM at first. There's something wrong with the server, so I had to go back, close the application, just quit out of the game, then relaunch it and get back into multiplayer. It worked after that. And then there's also really laggy times where I'd be running around and I would lag into the maps, such as I've done it on here before, where I'd run to the building and I would lag into the floor, couldn't kill anyone, and they were able to kill me, so it is what it is. They have the fixer servers, definitely EA servers that tend to be bad. Now there's also been times where I'd be driving a vehicle such as a Jeep and it would lag. I would drive forward, lag me back a little bit, drive forward again, lag me back, and just keep going back and forth. It was really annoying. And then they took out the thing where you can create your own squads from before, where you can join up a party and then join a game. Even though Battlefield 3, you wouldn't always stick together, sometimes you run different teams. But that is what it is. In Battlefield 4, you have to join your friend's game, and if you don't end up on their team, then you have to try and switch teams, which might not work for a long time or a while because other teams will be too unbalanced, or their team's full, so you have to wait for like better players to get on if it's unbalanced, and then like people to leave just to even it all out, and it can take a while. It may take a few matches, may take one match, maybe you don't have to worry about that. It just joins you on their team, or you're able to switch right away. And then there's also times where, I also have heard lots of complaints about the new health bar. I know they had the health bar in Battlefield 3, but happened to me like a couple times where I've had to add more bullets to kill people. Like it's taking like a little more than a clip in Battlefield 3. It'd be 4 or 5 shots and the person's dead, but you waste tons of clip trying to hit them because of the accuracy, because they put too much recoil and kick into the guns. So it only take a few hits, but that has seemed to have gone down. They've made it so you have to take more hits, like a clip, maybe more than a clip. Hopefully with any patches they will fix that and all that. But hopefully EA gets their shit together and everything will be fun. I'm going to rate this game an 8 out of 7 because 8.7 out of 10 because it's an overall good game, but they still have a lot of stuff to fix. Hope you enjoy. Remember to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys with the next game review or any other video like THP Craft or commentary. Bye guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to come back again.